150 years ago today, President Abraham Lincoln passed away.
And Ford's Theater, where Lincoln was shot, is recognizing this anniversary all day long. Many people also paying tribute. Our Jeanette Reyes is live right now at Peterson House, which is where Lincoln died, and she has more on today's tributes. Jeanette?
Well, good morning to you, Kelly. Just about an hour ago, they made that somber announcement that they made 150 years ago. The doctor, Dr. Charles Leal, who was Abraham Lincoln's doctor, came out and said that the president had breathed his last breath. Now, shortly after that, someone sang a song here. I'm going to introduce you to her in a second. Sang the song that was sung at President Abraham Lincoln's funeral, and she's joining me now. It's Judy Williams. And Judy, you did such a beautiful rendition of this song, such a beautiful performance. Talk to me a little bit about what that meant for you.
Well, it was an emotional moment for me because I was bringing to life the feelings of the country, of the African American community 150 years ago. The song I sang was Farewell Father, Friend and Guardian, and indeed the African American community at that time regarded Lincoln with all of those names. He was Father Abraham, and they regarded him almost as a savior because of the fact that he had recently freed them from being enslaved people. And in fact, on that night, there were people of color on the street. There were people of color who were in the theater, not as observers of the play, but working naturally. And so we were there. We were there when everything happened, even when they were chasing John Wilkes Booth. There was a black man whose farm that John Wilkes Booth stayed in for a while, and I believe that the family sent word to the Union troops that they thought Booth was in the area. So we played an integral part in the history 150 years ago.
Why is it important now? Because I think many might ask the question, it's been 150 years. Why is it important for people to have even an immersive experience like they did today, to know what it felt like 150 years ago?
Well, I always think that people learn better and remember better when they see things. And so to see, say, the doctor come out in period clothing and give you the same words verbatim that were said that night, I think that's very important. And then just to be part of history right now, a lot of people don't know history, and they don't know the bits and pieces of it. So this is kind of like a learning experience for a lot of people, and I was glad that there were a lot of young people out here to learn and to see what happened that night.
All right, thank you so much, Judy. We appreciate it. And again, you did a wonderful job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And ladies, we talk about how emotional this was for a lot of people. I was speaking to a woman here who was in tears when they made the announcement in that reenactment that the president had died. And I went and spoke with her, and she said that it really is touching to see everything that happened so long ago, and really talking about it could happen again. The country was so divided, and she touched on her feelings of some of the division that she sees here today. So for everyone, it meant something a little different, but in the end, it was just appreciating history and appreciating the things that this country has gone through. So again, we will have a live report, a report coming up at noon today with all of the people who participated earlier today. Reporting live, Jeanette Reyes, News Channel 8.